Hello everyone, warning, welcome to CKS Canton Field. I'm Sky. Nice to meet you here. With the development of urbanization, more and more buildings are thriving, so waterproofing plays an important role in lasting buildings. Today I will introduce an items about CKS Pure Coating. Maybe many customers will ask what the difference is between CKS Pure Coating and common one. So I will introduce from four parts. The first part is product information. The second part is project reference. The third part is installation guidance. And the last one is product certification. Before I recommend the pure coating, let me spend a few minutes to introduce our company CKS first. CKS founded in Guangdong Shende in 1996. CKS is a high-tech enterprise which combines together with R&D, manufacturing, marketing, technical service, and project constructions. CKS has 21 wholly owned subsidiaries, 10 brand companies, 31 offices in the major city, and more than 1,000 distribution outlets. Of course, CKS not only focuses on domestic market, but also pay attention to international market. So, we have 6 overseas strategy teams to explore international business now. 24 years passed, CKS corporation culture is still work and share benefit with our partners. Last year, CKS sales turnover is about 4.6 billion Chinese yuan. So, in this picture, we can see CKS have 12 production bases with automatic workshop to reduce the production cycle and provide high-quality service. Now, CKS has 27 bitumen waterproofing membrane production lines, and this year we plan to increase 16 more lines. As for high polymer waterproofing membranes production line, we plan to increase 4 more lines. We can satisfy our customers' demands. As CKS is a comprehensive waterproofing manufacturer, so our company carries out brand strategy. Here's our company's brand catalog. The first is CKS. CKS focuses on constructions. Ulog is for householding. Pladen is for metal roof. And Zhutong is for plugging. That means we can solve all kinds of waterproofing difficulties in our life. Here's our company's main products. Base coating covers 2 parts. The first is the membranes. Membranes include modified bitumen membranes and high polymer membranes. As for coating, we have pure coating, cementitious coating, and modified bitumen coating. Today, our topic is CKS single component pure coating. So, I will introduce the item from 4 parts. The first is product information. The second is project reference, and then installation guidance. The last one is product certification. So let's go to today's topic, CKS single component, moisture-cured graphene pure coating. The first part is production information. 1. Product descriptions. CKS single component pure waterproofing coating is moisture-cured high polymer waterproofing coating. It can react with the moisture in the air and form a non-toxic, strong bonding and high elastic waterproofing film. It's a new type of environment-friendly waterproofing coating. The packing specification is 25 kg per bucket. The usage for 1 mm thickness coating is 1.3 to 1.5 kg per square meters. The CKS workshop is about 1,000 square meters. As for the product's capacity, we can produce 20 tons pure coating per year. So take a look at the video of pure coating workshop. 2. Product features: high elastic and long and strong elongations that break. That means cracks resistance, weather resistant, and racing resistant. Graphene is a special percent, so it can improve the product's anti-precipitation and impermeability performance. 4. Single component, so that means it's very easy to constructions. The last one is moisture cured, so the pure coating can tightly bonding to the substrate with excellent tear strength. We talk about the advantage of CKS pure coating. So, where does the items used for the buildings? Cause CKS pure coating can be used on concrete substrate, so underground side wall, balcony, toilet, line exposed roof can be used these items. As for the underground side wall, cause the items qualified of anti-sagging, so the pure coating can used on vertical large areas. As for balcony, toilet, kitchen, swimming pool, for these small areas of installations, coating is very useful and easy for constructions that can increase the installation efficiency. Every year, CKS Keshun provides thousands of comprehensive, one-stop waterproofing solutions from basement to roof, applied in many countries' trademark and government projects. CKS waterproofing solution for some famous domestic trademark, such as the International Aquatics Center and CCTV Tower, international exhibitions and convention centers, and the famous enterprises Alibaba Group. And this one is Tianjin Binhai International Airport. The last picture is Canton Tower. Here are the Luban Prize for construction project. The Luban Prize for China construction project is awarded every 2 years, and the number of project award doesn't exceed 240 every time, with high quality products and skillful professional engineer, so we won the award. Here are the Jinyu Award projects. The Jinyu is the highest award in the field of building waterproof engineering in China. CKS did many famous and excellent projects in China. Of course, we have some projects around the world. Here are some project references that using the single component pure coating for installation. The first is nuclear power station. We use the single component pure coating to do the underground. The second is TK Star in Cambodia. TK Star project started last year, and we supplied materials to do the bathroom and kitchen. Then is Forest City. Forest City, the owner is Country Garden. We supplied materials to do the swimming pool. And next one is to do the swimming pool too. And this project is for Chile government. We supplied materials to do the line exposed roof. So you can see our project not only focus on Southeast Asian, of course many other countries will do the project. We have two ways to supply our service. The first is supply materials, and of course we can supply materials and the installation. The two ways is okay. This part is installation guidance. Before the installation guidance, we should prepare some auxiliary equipment. Broomsticks. Clean the substrate and make it smooth, clean, and dry. Use the machine to fix up the CKS single component pure coating. Scraper. Pour the pure coating on the substrate and use the scraper to make it smooth. Roller brush. After scraper substrate, then use the roller brush to construct again. After recommendation the equipment, the next one is installation procedures. Step 1. Installation preparations. Step 2. Substrate treatment. Because the CKS single component pure coating have a strict requirement on the substrate, so we should make sure the substrate clean, dry, and smooth. Step 3. Detail and joint treatment, especially for the internal and external corners and pores. Step 4. Brush the single component pure coating on the horizontal large arrows for the first layer. Step 5. Brush the single component pure coating on the vertical large arrows for the second layer. The last step, as for the third layer, brush the coating that is perpendicular to the second layer. And we have a radio to show the CKS single component pure coating using for toilet. That can help us know more about installation.
Polyurethane Waterproofing Coating Workshop Introduction. Huashan Keshun Building Materials Company Ltd. was officially put into operation in 2014 to 2015. Its polyurethane waterproof coating production plant covers an area of nearly 1,000 square meters and processed 29 reactors with a capacity of 20,000 tons per year. A1 to A10 is a special production kettle for Keshun Star Products Aquacoat with an average production capacity of 50 tons per day. B1 to B3 is a special production kettle for two-component polyurethane component B, and B4 to B5 is a special production kettle for two-component polyurethane A component. Keshun has an exclusive production area for each type of product. In recent years, Keshun has continuously increased investing the production bases in South China, increased investment in pipelines and equipment, and resolutely put an end to the situation in which a set of equipment is used to produce a variety of products, effectively avoiding production problems such as cross-contamination and cleaning difficulties. This method not only improves production efficiency, reduces losses, but also stabilizes product quality and reduces cost. The paint control room is in the brain of the whole production line, which can realize multi-directional monitoring of production, including the control of the production process, the raw material inventory, the input of the formula, the temperature condition of the equipment, the working state of the kettle, etc. We introduce advanced instruments, which can speed up the process of semi-finished products by 3 times. The original reaction time of more than 3 hours can be completed in 70 minutes, so that we can predict in advance whether the batch products are abnormal. In the control room of the paint, the system adopts Siemens PIC as the main control room, and only needs to use the computer program to call up the production formula, which can complete the process of powder and liquid active feeding. The background will also record various data, such as demand weight, real weight, feeding time, temperature, etc., and form a report. With the new production concept of building garden factory, we will continue to optimize the production system and build an advanced, environmental-friendly, energy-saving, and efficient production workshop. Standardized waterproof construction demonstration for bathroom. Step 1. Equipment preparation. Spade, broom, hammer, steel chisel, rope, tape measure, agitator, mixing bucket, scraper, long handle roller brush, labor protection equipment, tools, etc. Step 2. Cleaning the substrate surface. Remove the substrate surface floating debris and clean the substrate surface. The substrate surface should be firm, flat, and no greasy dirt, cracks, holes, hollow drums, loose sand, and other defects. If there is any of the above quality problems, require the general contractor to fix the problem before applying the materials. The concave surface, partial sanding, and empty drum parts of the substrate layer should be repaired and smooth with KS-901F polymer cement waterproof mortar. If there are large holes or cracks in the substrate surface, sprinkle water to wet the substrate layer and remove the hole residue. And use the Keshun plugging king to fill the hole. The corners and pipe roots should be done with arc treatment. During the application of polymer cement waterproof mortar on wall, the substrate surface is required to be wet during the application. When the surface is dry, wet it with water. The application of one-component polyurethane coatings and ground construction requires a dry substrate. Step 3. Positioning. The inner wall surface positioning line is 100 mm above the hanging line and is protected by the textured paper to prevent pollution and ensure the interface is neat. Step 4. Wall surface waterproof construction. Prepare KS-901F polymer cement waterproof mortar. Mix the powder slowly into water according to the weight ratio. Powder to water equals 20 to 4.0 to 5.0. Stir well for 2 to 3 minutes with electric power until it is evenly paste-free. Leave it for 5 minutes. Stir it a little before the application. Scrape and coat the mixed clay on the substrate surface for 1 to 2 layers. The next layer should be applied after the previous layer has been dry and non-sticky. The thickness of each coating is about 1 to 2 millimeters. The total thickness is 2 millimeters. Then tear off the textured paper after the construction is completed. Note: it is forbidden to apply the dry clay by mixing it with water. In dry weather, if the complemented waterproof layering surface is water shortage and white in color, workers should sprinkle water on it for the maintenance of the layer. Step 5. The ground construction position line. Clean the substrate surface slurry before the line is snapped. Measure 100 millimeters each in the different corner of the facade. The pipe root measure 50 mm to the pipe wall, and the caisson area up to 250 mm on the wall above the substrate surface and is protected with a textured paper. Step 6. Processing of the ground detail node. Firstly, prepare some 200 mm width and 300 mm width non-woven fabric. Secondly, the wide width root is wrapped with 300 mm width non-woven fabric. Then enhance the treatment by using the 1 fabric 3 coating process. Thirdly, add the 200 mm width non-woven fabrics in the corners and strengthen the treatment with the 1 fabric 3 coating process. The 1 fabric 3 coating process means, after the first layer of coating is applied, a non-woven fabric reinforcing layer is applied on it. Then apply another 2 layers of coating on top of it to make the coating completely saturated with the reinforcing layer. Step 7. The ground surface waterproof construction. Use a brush or squeegee to evenly apply the polyurethane to the base surface. Do not leave any surface unpainted. The width of the joint should be less than 100 mm. When the water tank is covered, the height of the side of the wall of the ridge is greater than 300 mm. When the application of brush coating reached the wall or column area, the coating should be brushed 250 mm height on the wall or column above the ground surface. The waterproof layer of the floor should be horizontally extended at the exit area, and the length of the extension should not be less than 500 mm, and the length stretched to both sides should not be less than 200 mm. After the previous layer is dry, apply the next layer. The interval should be within 24 hours, but the time can be extended in case the temperature is too low. The standard is that the coating is not sticky, then can apply the second layer. The second layer direction is perpendicular to the first one, and the third painting direction is the same as the first one. Step 8. The water storage experiment. After the waterproof layer is dry, the water storage experiment should be carried out. The water level should not be less than 20 mm, and the water storage time should not be less than 24 hours. During project acceptance, check whether there is leakage or wet stain on ceiling of the downstairs bathroom. The concealed construction of the waterproof layer can't be carried out before the acceptance is passed.
During the installation, we should take care of some details. 1. The storage temperature is 5 to 14 degrees centigrade. 2. Prohibit approaching fires. Avoid sun, rain conditions, and pay attention to ventilation. 3. The storage period should be 6 months from the date of production. 4. If you open the bucket, the using time is no more than 30 minutes. 5. The substrate surface should be dry, clean, and smooth. 6. Prohibit working on the waterproof layer before the coating is cured. 7. The interval time depends on the application site, but typically the surface drying time is about 12 hours. The last one is apply the protect layer after checking and accepting the coating. The last part is product certifications. Technology is an important driving force for a company innovation and development. So CKS spent more than 5% of sales turnover to technical and design team every year. So we have numbers of patents that owns and applying more than 90 items, and the numbers of scientific achievement 40 items. And we participate in developing national standard 32 patents. And we can see the single component pure coating implement the GB national standard. In order to enter the overseas market, CKS has some international certifications. The first one is Occupational and Safety Management System. And this one is Quality Management System. The last one is Environmental Management System. For different countries, they have different certifications. So, CKS has CE, TUV, FM, Searing, ASTM, and CRCC product certifications. So, we can meet our customers' requirement, and the customers can choose different standard. As for today's single component pure coating, these items implement the national GB, ASGM, Searing, and CE certifications, and this picture is text report. If you are interested in these items, you can contact us. We'd love to supply professional waterproofing service to you. So in summary, today we introduced the Keshun Waterproof Technology Company and a single component pure coating to you. Thanks for your attention. You can scan the CKS code to learn more information about our company. If you have any question about waterproofing, please contact us. We'd love to supply one-stop waterproofing solution to you.